Hey, greetings friends, it's Sensei Young here at the Karate Dojo. Hey, just wanted to take a quick minute to talk about the training cycle that we see with both kids and adults, and how parents can help their kids navigate through the ups and downs that they're going to see. Now, I think from our personal experience, we have a natural phenomenon in life with everything that we do, that we have highs and lows. Right? Our families, our jobs, our activities, and things that we're doing. We have high points and we have low points. And we could agree that life isn't always on a high cycle, and hopefully life isn't always on a low cycle, but there's ups and downs, right? And so great things happen in our lives, our personal and professional lives, when we stick through the cycle, right? That's when we grow, become better, there's new opportunities. However, when we quit, when it gets a little bit hard, well, that deprives us of the opportunities to have great things happen in our life. And so we want to be very aware of that cycle. Matter of fact, a very good mentor of mine once shared with me that life comes in 3 seasons. You're either in a hard time, you're going through a hard time, or you just got out of a hard time, or you're about to go back into a hard time, right? So those are kind of the 3 categories we can always benchmark our life against. And so his point in this is that if we're in a hard time, we should recognize it, we should take heart and know that it's going to get better. We're going to come out of it, right? And if all of a sudden you look around and go, hey, things are going pretty good, and you just came out of the hard time, we should celebrate. You recognize the season that you're in and celebrate that season. But the alert is that after a little while of things going well, it's going to get hard again. And so we have to prepare ourselves. We have to steel ourselves for that new challenge that's coming, so that we're in the seasonal cycle of life, right? And kids experience this in their karate training. And so the job of the parent is help the child stick through the low times and encourage them and celebrate with them during the high times, right? And we see this very often after a couple months of when the child first starts training, right? Because the first 10 or 12 classes, it's shiny, it's new, it's super exciting, but then it starts to get hard, up here in their brain especially, and sometimes in their body, and we want to quit. And it's the parent's job to keep bringing them to the dojo, going, no, you made a commitment to make yourself better, to earn that next belt. We're going to keep going. Okay, and we also see downturns or downtimes after a child has been promoted. And so if you think about the curve that they have to do, they're working really hard, they're challenging themselves, they finally got it. They go to their test, they push it out in front of their peers. It's a very hard but rewarding moment. They have their graduation, they tie their new belt on them. We go home, we celebrate, maybe we have ice cream, special meal. It's great. And then their first couple of classes back with their new belt, they're super excited. But then they start training in the next block of curriculum. They go up a grade level. And it's all of a sudden it's hard again. It's hard again, right? And so they start going back down that cycle. And so our teachers, we work really hard to recognize where the child is so that we can help them through the time. And so the parent's job is to continue to bring their kid to karate school. Think about how many of us has heard from our kids about their school, their regular school. I don't want to go to school today. Well, at my house, we hear that's non-negotiable. We're going to school, right? That's my job as the dad, as the mom, to make sure that my kids are going to get their education, regardless of how the kid feels that day. And very few children, I found, myself included when I was young, when they get up in the morning, really want to go to school, especially after they're a couple months in, at the start of a year, right? Well, it's the parents' job to make sure they get on the bus or to take them there. That's non-negotiable. And so our martial arts training, our karate training, coming to the dojo, participating the best we can in classes, that should be a non-negotiable thing. And so the parents' job is to celebrate when the kids have done well and they're on that high, and the parents' job is to make sure that they get their kids to the dojo, even when they say, I don't want to, right? Now, when we're in these little slumps that we're all of our kids experience, the parents' job is to let the teachers here know, let myself, the other redcoats know, so that we have all sorts of great tools that we can bring out to help encourage and help the kids through the bumps in the road. So again, we're super committed to your child's success. We take the view that karate is not a sport, right? We don't play karate. We practice karate, we learn karate. Karate is an education. It's an educational system for a lifetime. I've been training for over 30 years, and I'm still learning. I'm actually learning more now than I did 10 or 12 years ago. And so the older I get, the more I learn, the more I seek. It's a lifetime of education. And so the transformational effect of training in the dojo can only happen in that prolonged training. And so it's our job to help encourage your kids to stick with it and just see them blossom and excel. And we're just so proud of all of our students because we see them overcoming huge obstacles, huge barriers, and they're just doing awesome. So again, anything we can do to help you, just let us know. We're here for you. Thanks for watching and have a good day.